Hello my loves, welcome back. So in this video, I am going to be doing a full makeup tutorial. I'm going in with the Sigma Warm Neutrals eyeshadow palette, and I'm also going in with a bold lip. So I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Love you guys. Okay, so to begin this tutorial, I always start with skincare, and today I am going in with my eye cream first. This is the IS Clinical Youth Eye Complex. It is just a very good anti-aging eye cream. It just gives a really nice base for the eye makeup. So for skincare on the face, I am going in with this Loreal Lifting Serum. This is like a flash effect of a lifting, instant lifting serum that helps with any fine lines and wrinkles. And you always want to kind of go in circular motions and then lift, so the product just starts to lift. You don't want to forget the neck. I am going to go in with Dr. Dines's Med MD Clinical 3D Clinical Neck Treatment. Put it on my neck and I rub it back. You always want to make sure to protect your neck. After that, I'm going to go in with the IS Clinical Reparative Moisture Emulsion. This is one of my favorite moisturizers. I do 2 pumps, and what I like about this is that it restores my skin, it hydrates it, and it smooths it. So for today's makeup, I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. This much to start, and then I start to dot it. This is an excellent foundation all year round, but it's also great for fall. I'm going to blend it in. I'm using the Sigma F82 Round Kabuki. And if you guys want to see more details on this foundation, I have a complete review on it, and I'll put a link down below for everyone. But before I add any more foundation, I'm going to go in with the Bye Bye Under Eye Corrector from IT Cosmetics. This is in the shade Medium, and I can still see a little bit of the breakouts that I have over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop the color right on top to cancel out a little bit of that redness before I put on my second layer of foundation. And I'm also going to put this underneath my under eyes so it could cancel out any darkness that it has prior to me putting on my concealer. I'm going to add another foundation over this, and this is the Elcie MicroSilque foundation. This is in the shade Sand. To shake this product really well before you use it. So this is a little bit more liquidy than the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. Going back in with my Sigma Brown Top Kabuki, and I'm actually going to pat in the foundation because I want a little bit more fuller coverage. So versus swiping this on the face, I'm patting it in. So now typically when I do my face makeup first, I kind of like the foundation to sit a little bit, so I don't like to set it with all the powders and everything. I'm going to go in with the Smashbox 24-Hour Photo Finish Shadow Primer. I love this eye primer. It's excellent. Next, I'm going to take the Sigma Warm Neutrals palette. This is such a stunning palette. I absolutely love it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the entire lid first. And I'm going to take an E40 tapered blending brush. And I am going to start by applying this shade right here all over my lid. I'm taking this shade right here, it's Cinnamon, and I'm going to go into my crease with this, same brush. Now I'm taking the shade Optimistic, and I'm also taking an E55 brush, and I'm going to pack that right on to my lid right here. I'm going to drop that right into my crease. And to blend that, I'm going to take an E25. Now I'm taking this shade right here, this is Dove, staying with that Sigma E25 brush, and I'm going to go to the outer corner right here. Back in with Dove, and I'm going to drop it right into the outer crease, right here, just to build some depth. Then I'm taking Cozy and an E40 brush, and I'm going to go right at my brow bone. As you can tell, it's very buffed out. There's not going to be any harshness to this look. in the crease, I'm going to go back in to the crease, and I am going to take the shade Warm Stone. I'm also going to use a different brush. I'm going to use an E45, which I spoke about in my top makeup brushes video. Now I'm taking Sugar Milk and an E25, and I'm just going to clean this up right here. And now at this point, I am going to leave the eyes, the eyeshadow alone. So it is a very pigmented eyeshadow palette. I want you guys to see I had very little fallout because I tapped the brush. So if you want, you could just go in with a little tissue and just clean that up. You don't really have to do too much. I'm going to coat my lashes, the Sigma High Caliber Mascara. And I do have a full review on all these mascaras. It's going to give me some length before I put on some falsies. So the lashes that I'm going to use today are the New York City Lash from Smoke and Mirrors Beauty. You've heard me discuss these a couple of other times, and these are my absolute favorite full strip lashes. So typically after I put on my lashes, I just wait a few minutes because I really like the glue to adhere to my lash line. I'm going in with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. So what I'm going to do is just go into that triangular motion that I always discuss. And the trick about this concealer that I love is I like to actually let it sit for like maybe 20 to 30 seconds. And then I start to blend it in, and it adheres to the skin much better. I'm going to take the Precision Flat Angled Brush. So I'm actually just tapping it in, and you see how I'm lifting it here? That's just going to make my eye appear more open and awake. So if you guys feel that you have droopy eyes, this is a great step. The great thing about these kabuki brushes is that they actually fit under the eye so perfectly. It's as if it's mimicking your own ring finger. I'm going to set my under eye area, and I'm going to go in with the Bye Bye Pores Airbrush Silk Pressed Powder. I absolutely love this for setting my under eyes. And I'm going to actually pack on the color. And you can let it sit for a minute. I'm going back in with Cinnamon, and I'm taking an E15 brush. I'm going to drop this right into the lower lash line. Next, I'm going to take Optimistic. Next, I'm going to take a drop of Russet, and I'm just going to put it right at the outer corner of my lower lash line, right here. Next, I'm going to go in with the High Caliber Mascara, and I'm going to apply that to the lower lash line. I'm not a huge fan of mascara on my lower lash line, so I always just put a little bit. So I'm going to let everything sit right there. Now I'm going to go in with my brows. I'm going to take the Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil in Soft Brown. I have a lot going on my eyes. I'm just going to take it to the arch right here, and I'm going to make it the deepest point. Now if you guys want to see how I use this pencil, I'm going to put a link below, and this is more than enough for me. Now I'm going to go in with a clear brow gel. You can also use hairspray on a spoolie to set it. Now that I have my powder sit a little bit under my eyes, I'm just going to sweep it off, okay? And as you guys can tell, I don't put a ton of powder all over the rest of my face. It's not really necessary. So I'm not going to do any major contour on my face. I highlighted right now under here, but I'm going to show you guys how I contour using my blush. I'm going to go in with 3 different blush colors today, and the first shade that I'm going to take is going to be Well Dressed. This is one of my favorite pink tone blushes, and I'm going to start to apply it to the apples of my cheeks. Next color is going to be Blush Baby. I'm going to start to apply it not at the apple, but I'm going to go halfway up. Next, I'm going in with Desert Rose, and this is going to be applied at the upper portion of my cheekbone. So you can see it starts to look chiseled. And that's how you contour your cheek area without going in with any type of contour colors if you're not comfortable with using them. For my lips, I'm going to go in with this Stila Stay All Day liquid lipstick in the shade Amore.